Iraq crisis. 500,000 flee Mosul as Sunni jihadists pose mortal threat to nation. Iraqi leaders warned on Wednesday of a mortal threat to their country's existence as Sunni insurgents who seized control of the northern city of Mosul extended their grip across the country, grabbing oil refineries and embarking on an orgy of kidnappings and beheadings. As more than 500,000 people fled the country's northern capital, the Al-Qaeda offshoot group behind the uprising, the Islamic State of Iraq and Al-Shams (Syria), declared that it was in complete control of roads in and out of Mosul and the surrounding province. There were widespread reports of violence spreading to neighbouring provinces across the north, marking the greatest threat to Iraq's security since the joint Sunni-Shia uprising against US forces in 2004. Did you know that America created Al-Qaeda into existence back in the late 70s to fight the Russians in Afghanistan? Armed, funded and trained them. Did you know that Osama bin Laden actually worked for the CIA and he had a CIA code name and that was Tim Osman? Did you know that for years Bin Laden Construction built the American military bases in the Middle East, meaning billions of American taxpayers' money was given to the Bin Ladens? Did you know that America armed, funded and trained Al-Qaeda to overthrow Gaddafi in Libya? Did you know that Obama gave Al-Qaeda weapons via Benghazi in Libya, and when the ambassador Christopher Stevens tried to stop it, Obama actually backed Al-Qaeda and allowed Stevens to be killed to ensure they got these weapons? Did you know that America are arming, funding and training the rebels in Syria who happen to be Al-Qaeda? Did you know that a committee of former military officials found in a 7-month investigation that America has switched sides in the war on terror and are now supporting Al-Qaeda? And now Al-Qaeda are growing again in Iraq, and they're saying that this could lead to more problems in Syria. So with generals now saying that America might have to invade Libya because of the fucked up mess they left behind there, this attack in Iraq will give them a perfect excuse to not only send troops back into Iraq, but also maybe into Syria. For fuck's sake, America and the West caused this issue going back over years. Isn't it time we held the likes of Blair, Bush, Obama and Cameron to account for their war crimes? These are the people that are causing the mayhem on this planet. These are the people who are funding the terrorists. These are the real terrorists. We in the West are training the very terrorists who we are told attacked us on 9/11 and 7/7. What are we doing? And why do they do it? So they can suck from the Rothschild's teat a little bit longer and get a few more trinkets and baubles when they bloody left office. I recently watched The End of Dead Poets Society. I've seen the film several times and I love the powerful ending. Can you imagine having that much effect on people's lives in such a positive way? Our leaders should inspire us like that. They should make us feel proud. They should make us want to be like them. But instead, the crop that we've had over the last few years, well, the last God knows how many decades, have been the complete opposite. They're a complete disgrace who are only working for the Rothschilds and themselves, and I fucking hate the lot of them. There will no doubt now be a growing number of establishment puppets like John McCain and William Hague who are rolled out to tell us that we must go back into Iraq and we must have boots on the ground in Syria and we must have boots on the ground in Libya and we must have boots on the ground in Ukraine while we're at it. But what they won't tell you is that they're the same people who've been funding and arming these terrorists for years. The whole planet is insane and I'm sick to fucking death with it.